All right, so good afternoon again, everybody. Are you guys seeing my screen? Are you guys hearing me clearly? The student?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, thank you. All right. So we're gonna look at the infamous, the notorious algebra. So, what is algebra? What comes to your mind when we talk about algebra? Apart from, the usual stress.
Hard maths, sir.
Hmm?
Hard maths.
No, I said apart from the usual stress. What comes to your mind? Anybody can recall? What are some of the things that you remember in algebra in high school or a previous class?
Coming up with the method to find x.
All right, excellent.
Or the proper method to find x.
The proper method. All right. Yes. Anybody else? All right. So algebra is the generalization. Algebra is the generalization and representation in symbolic form of meaningful results remember to mute your microphone, please. And patterns in arithmetic. That's a little definition of what algebra is. All right, so in algebra, in no particular order, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at to translate word phrases to algebraic expressions. And vice versa. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
All right, so we're also going to look at substitution. Also, this is followed by what we call binary operations. We're going to look at how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide algebraic expression. We're also going to look at same thing, but algebraic fractions. All right. We're going to look at what we call factorization. Factorization includes, oh, hold on. Sorry, I think we're going to look at what we call the this tree. Law. Well, this is distributive law in algebra, and we also going to look at binomial expansion. Then we look at factorization. Factorization, there are 5 types of factorization. I'm going to look at all of them. We're going to go call linear equations, and we're going to look at what we call linear, so-called in equations. All right, and there's also aspect of which includes worded, meaning you can have worded equations, worded inequations. All right. We're going to look at simultaneous equations. And also, we have also worded simultaneous equations. All right. Plus, we're going to look at what we call quadratic equations. Oh, I forgot something. All right. Yeah, let me just put it back here. So we're going to talk about transposition. Some people call it changing the subject of a formula. All right. We're also going to look at solving a simultaneous equation. So, you know, I can't write it down. So SE, this is what it is. You know what, let me just copy and paste it. Guys. Solving a simultaneous equation when one is non-linear. And we're also going to look at all right, that should be, you know, let me just mention up here, say this one, they are there are two ways of solving a quadratic equation. Yeah? Well, there are actually three, actually four. Three methods. I need to learn. You need to learn all of them. There are three methods of solving a quadratic equation. Yeah, and this is a compact thing. What we're gonna cover in this unit. It's a possibility I may miss out some stuff right now because I'm just doing it out of my head. So as we go along, you know, I will capture it. Okay. All right. Hopefully we can finish this really fast. All right, so we'll start off with, boy, you know what, I would love to see if we can even do all of this tonight. It would be nice, you know. But let's start with this. Translating word phrase to algebraic expression, all right? I can send this in the WhatsApp, so all right, so we're gonna look at this today. So this is our first subtopic. All right, so we know that if I say the sum of two numbers, a, let me say m and n, to be n plus, sorry, m plus n. What is that? So if I say the sum of, so what does sum means in math? Means
Addition.
right, right. So, right. So see, what do you call this? It's a word phrase, not true. It's not a sentence. It's called a word phrase. So so the word phrase, and then this would have been our what? Algebraic expression. Why is that? So this would have been an answer. So what did I do a while ago? I just translated this word phrase into what? An algebraic expression. Suppose I didn't say the sum of two numbers, m and n. I could say the difference of two numbers, m and n. What would that be? What's the difference?
Subtraction.
Right.
M
N.
minus N.
Or minus.
N.
I could also say the product of two numbers. And you know that is what?
Multiplication.
Multiply.
Yeah, man, you get it right. It's all like it's on far. And the last one is division. Not sure. What's another word for division? Starts with Q.
Cohesion.
Say that again.
Quotient.
Oh shit. Right.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's all like some Japanese lady, man. Eh? All right. Right. So these are the basic stuff for you know, adding, subtracting, multiplying. So we use this terminology: sum, difference, product, and quotient. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at a few questions. Give me a minute.
What's happening?
Oh, this is clear. It's kind of dull. All right. Yes. Good evening, Pose. Are you guys seeing? It's kind of pale, but can you see?
Sorry, it's blurry.
It's blurry.
It's blurred, but
Can you read it though?
so
Yeah, man, it's kind of blurry.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, I can see.
Yeah, I need an upgrade on my phone. So if you can sponsor, like if you work with Apple or so. Let's see if it's one of his light.
should we write those off?
You're gonna try them. You're gonna try them. So try 3, 4, and 5. What you're gonna do? You're gonna write those in algebra.
Sir, can you go back to the notes quick? Please.
Sure. Oh. Hold on.
Okay, sir, you can go back now.
September is 40 here, it's still the same. Hold on, let me
Sir, clarity for number 5.
hold on.
That
Hold on.
should be.
Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me.
Okay.
I took another photo. Let me see if this one. This one looks a little bit better. All right, much better, not you? Are you saying something?
Yeah, got the answer. Thank you.
All right. So look at 3, 4, and 5. I want you also to look at 6, 7, and 8. All right. All right. I'm seeing your message. You're on a bus. All right. Well, you're logged in, man. So these are some of the advantages of online learning. That's true. You're on a bus, but yet still you can you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, this online thing is suitable for working people, not true? Yeah. There are some advantages, not true? Because what if you miss a class? You can get a recording. And you can work, actually be on a job and be, see what's going on. So it's safe, not true? Yeah, man. Otherwise, we'll be at a dark place, leaving out them hours and night. We get taxed, come home. Problem, not true? That's advantages and disadvantages. All right, so let me give you about 2 or 3 more minutes to finish up question number 8. All right, now I want persons to participate for each question. You may do so by messaging me in the chat, Just indicate to me which question you want to do. Either 3, 4. You don't have to put your name because once you put, if you put 3, your name pops up. All right. So I need some volunteers. All right. If you want to do 3, 4, 5, so just watch the chat and if person put 3, don't put 3. Put 4 or put 5. So in the chat, please indicate which person you want to volunteer. And assist us. All right, 1 more minute to go. All right. Okay. Let's see what the chat is saying. Wait, nobody wants to volunteer. My word. All right. All right. I'm seeing Emily for question number 1. Come on, guys. Come on, man. They're not that difficult, man. All right. Emily, you want to share with us? Hold on. Give me a minute, Emily. Let me. I'm really sorry, guys. Something is not working properly. Let's do it one more time. Oops. This thing is giving me trouble. Let me see if it's because I'm using. I'm gonna try a different surface. It would seem as the surface is a bit smooth and it's not connecting. It's not connected. Let me try this. Better. One simple task and it's been using problems. All right, sorry about that there. Okay. Emily, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, why
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just saying why I'm not seeing number 1, but I realized that we started at 3.
Number 1, it would have been.
Yeah. Yeah, I started at 3.
3. Yeah.
So,
So 11 times the number x minus a second number y. What I have is 11 times x minus y, or 11 bracket x minus y.
Or just 11x. Not true. Subtract y. Awesome. Thank you, Emily. Anybody for number? Hold on. Where's the chat? All right. I'm not seeing anybody for number 4. Anybody want to try number 4? Hold on. Oh, I'm seeing Emily and Genevieve for the same question. Sorry about that, Genevieve. Genevieve, you want to try number 4? Miss Genevieve?
Sir, no, sir, no.
All right.
Sir, can I try?
Hold on, Genevieve. How would you write a half as a fraction?
3, 4.
1/2.
All right, Genevieve. 1/2. Not two, Genevieve. 1/2, right? How would you write a quarter as a fraction?
1/4.
1/4.
Hold on, I'm speaking to Genevieve only here. 1/4. All right. No, Genevieve, it says 3/4. All right.
So 3/4.
The 3/4 the what? What does this mean?
The product
What symbol is that?
times.
Aye. You see that? Times, that's true. So it's 3/4 the product of two numbers x and y. In other words, you could just say 3/4 xy. All right, mom?
All right, sir.
All right.
Sir.
Yes?
Sir,
Yeah,
couldn't
man.
we have 3/4 bracket x times y?
Same thing.
Is the same thing?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Anna K, number 5.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 times xy over 2. I don't know if it right.
Or you could have said 5. Well, 5 times. Mute the mic for me. Yeah. All right. So what happens if you have me on loudspeaker and you're talking to me? It's a lot confusing. So you have 5 times xy, 5 times xy divided by a third number.
Divided by 2.
Divided by?
Divide. I have the division sign.
Oh, you have divided by what?
I have it by 2.
It's Z.
Oh, no, it's Z here. It's Z. It's not 2.
You look like 2. Sorry, I said.
It's Z. All right. I'm going to write my Z like this, You're absolutely correct. Or another way you could write it is just 5 xy all over Z.
Where do I write it, sir? I mean, if I explain properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody following so far? All right, let's look at number 6. Who wants to try number 6? If you can do 5, you can. If you can do 5, you can do number 6. Yes, go ahead for me. Thank you.
Number 6 would have been 7 times the product of two numbers x and y less 5 divided by thrice a third number z. I am not sure, but hopefully my answer is accurate. What I have is 7 times x times y minus 5 divided by z to the third. I think the last part is kind of wrong.
No. Thrice. All right, suppose I didn't use thrice. Suppose I use double.
Thrice means 3, right? Which
3.
is third.
Third, right.
Yeah.
So it's 3. It will be 3z. All right.
Okay.
All right. Suppose that's all right. Suppose I have $5, right? And I said to double $5. If you double $5, how much money I get?
If I double $5,
what you all get?
that's $10.
Exactly. So it wouldn't be 5 square because 5 square is $25. So I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, I see the
That's what I'm saying?
difference.
Right. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't raise it to the power of that. But everything else is correct. So it's actually 7xy subtract 5 all over 3z. All right.
Yeah.
Any questions? Anybody?
What's the answer, sir? 7xy.
Subtract
Take away
5.
5.
Right, divided by 3z.
Sir, I put -7 bracket x times y.
But the same thing, man. Because
It's the same thing?
yeah.
Okay.
All right. What 7 bracket x times y mean the same thing as 7xy. I'm just writing it the simplest way. All right. Anybody want to try 7? All right, Ms. Hamilton, go ahead.
Sir, I have half xy, which is 1/2 xy, minus 5 multiplied by z.
Minus 5. Yes, you're correct. Because 5 times z is 5z. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah. So it's a half xy subtract 5z. Yeah, man, you get it right. All right. Number 8.
Can I try
Sir,
that? Sir?
the last part for number 7, the 5z would have still mean the same thing as 5 times z.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't mix up the
Correct.
third. Hold on a minute. Don't mix up third number here. Third number doesn't mean 3z here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, sir. I know that one.
All right, go ahead, miss. You want to try someone? I think somebody said you want to try number 8. Yes, miss.
Yeah, number 8.
Go ahead.
So I get 3x take away 4y divided by 7z. Hello?
All right. Yeah, man, it's correct. All right, thank you. What about number 9? How do you work out that number 9?
So you'd have to add x and y and then find the square root.
Well, there's a difference between square root and square, not true? So that's square root.
Oh,
And that's square. So this is called square. So you say you find some of it.
Sir, would it be x plus y in bracket square?
Yes, you are correct. It's x plus y in bracket. Then we square that. So the square of. So in other words, you don't say x squared, you say what? The square of x. What about number 10? Same thing, that's true.
Same thing, sir.
But you don't put a 2 there, right? You don't put a 2. What you put there?
Cube, 3.
A 3.
3.
Right. Yeah, man. Cube is 3. Well, if it goes to 4, then there's not a special name for that. Just put 4. Fourth root, or to the 4th power. All right, any questions? All right, can I erase this thing here? Tell you what, let me send this in the WhatsApp. Look. All right, can I take this off? It's in the WhatsApp here. Or any questions on any of these? Anything that you care about? All right, I'm gonna take this off. No, it says vice versa, not true. So in this scenario, guess what happens? You're given the thing, the algebra, and you're asked to what? To write it out. I have another blurry thing to look at. Are you guys seeing that? So
Yes, sir.
I want you guys to try all of those. All right, tell you what. All right, try as many. Well, I'd love for you guys to try all of those. So give it a try. So in other words, you're gonna write a phrase, you know. So you have to include like first number, you know. For example, 18. You can say 5 times x subtract y. All right. You have to say what? 5 times the product, or you can say 5 times a number x subtract a second number y. For example, for 18, you say 5 times a number x subtract a second number y. It seems so good. All right, 2 more minutes. Yes, Romario, I just seen a message. Come on. All right, almost there. Any volunteers? Just randomly. Yes.
Sir, for number one, that should be the easiest one, if I'm right. It would be 7 times a number x.
Yes, boss. Yeah, man. You're absolutely correct. Thank you, sir. All right. All right. So Romaris and Emmanuel Wagwan. So basically, we are. You're a bit late, but we're translating these algebraic expressions into word phrases. All right. So as you go along, you'll catch up, man. No worries.
Yes, question for the same
Mm-hmm.
first one. My one kind of different. I have 7 times the number x.
You have 7 times the number x.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not an English pro, but 7 times a number, 7 times the number. Well, I don't know. They sound the same thing to me, but I know in English it might be a little different, but it's acceptable for me. All right. Yeah. All right. Number 17. Anybody?
I can go, sir.
All right.
9 times the product of a number x, sum a second number of what? A second number y.
9 times the product of a number x. All right. So what happens is like you're repeating something. Is it because when it's a 9 times and 9 times the product, times and product mean the same thing. All right. I think what you could probably say 9 times a number x.
So I can take out the product.
Yeah.
It
So
would be 9 times the number
x.
a number x, sum a
A
second
second number
y.
y. You could say that, yeah. And you could also have other variations of this thing. All right.
Okay.
Could
Yes.
we have plus a number y?
You could say plus, but I would rather for you to use sum, But
Okay.
it's not wrong though. It's not wrong. But well, you would say plus a second number y.
Oh,
Get it?
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't put plus y.
Okay.
Yeah, as I was saying, don't nobody write 9 times x plus y. No, if you write that, that's no.
No, sir. I have 9 times x plus number y.
plus number y.
Yes.
Number y. You sure?
Yes, I have that. I have
Number
9 times.
and no, you have to put a number y. Don't say number y, because y's
Okay.
are not numbers. Right? All right,
Okay.
and similar for 17. Yes.
Sir, right, 9 times sum of a number x and y. Is that right?
9 times. Come again. Say
So
it again.
9 times sum of of two numbers x and y.
All right. You hear what I say? He said, listen carefully, and this is very interesting. 9 times the sum of two numbers x and y. Is she correct or incorrect?
That's what I have, sir. It's incorrect.
Now I'm asking,
It's correct, sir.
listen carefully. 9 times the sum of two numbers x and y.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Mhm.
Because then you would have taken out the addition sign out of the question.
You know what that is saying? You add x and y and times it by 9. That's what it's saying, not true? Add x and y, then times everything by 9. That's what it's saying. But this is what this is different. This is saying you times x by 9, then add y to it. All right. So that what you're saying is wrong. All right. Can somebody tell me how would you write what you said a while ago in algebra? Let me say it again. 9 times the sum of x and y. How would you
9
write that?
bracket x plus y, sir.
Thank you. Awesome. Right. It's 9 bracket what? X plus y. So this is what the sum of x and y times 9 is. You know? All right. But you know, even though you got it incorrect, I'm happy I brought up that point. All right, number 18. Pretty similar to number 17.
Can I try that one?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I have 5 times the number x minus y.
All right, what you should say, 5 times a number x minus a second number. Put in a second number y. All right, you're correct. And you don't have to put in first number here, because you know, as long as you put in second number. So it's 5 times, well, you could say 5 times a number x, subtract a second number y. But if I guess if you put 5 times x, subtract y, probably acceptable. But I think the better answer would be 5 times a number x, subtract a second number y. All right, thank you so much. Number 19, anybody want to try number 19?
Yes, sir. Can I try?
Yeah, one.
All right. So I have x times the second number. No, sorry. X times y divided by the second number 2.
So x and y first number then. What would the first number then? No, that sound you wouldn't say the second number 2. You would say you would use letters to say first number, second number, third number. You understand? So you wouldn't come again. You want to try it again? No? All right.
All right. So x
Mhm.
x times the second number y divided by the third number 2.
No, I same thing as I man. No, just a x times y divided by 2. That's all. You understand?
All right, sir.
Yeah, just a x times y divided by 2. Or you could say the product of what? The product of x and y divided by what? 2. Or you could say the quotient of the product of x and y. No. The quotient of the product xy and 2. You could also say that. All right, what about 20?
The square of the, sorry, I wrote the square of the difference of two numbers, x and y.
Awesome. You're correct. The square of the difference of two numbers, x and y. All right. And just follow through with 21, you'd say what? The cube of the difference of two numbers, x and y. All right. Any questions so far? So number 21 is what? The cube, cube of what? The difference of two numbers, x and y.
Sir, me no fully catch you. Me still a try to understand what you do.
No understand either.
All right. Explain. Which question? What part? Which question exactly?
21.
Do you understand 20? Yes or no?
So far, sir, majority of them me no get. I know why this say feed 19 or with a right right 19.
The product of x and y divided by 2. Or you could say the product of two numbers, x and y divided by 2. Miss, you said you didn't understand 21, but I was asking if you understand 20, because if you understand 20, you must understand 21. All right, so 20, Miss, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking a question. Do you understand 20?
Sorry, I'm writing back for you.
All right.
Sorry, can
Right.
I try? I don't know if you're hearing me.
The square of two number x divided.
Sorry,
right.
can you hear me?
Hold on, someone is speaking. Say it again for me, Miss.
I was saying the cube of
square
the
of
difference of.
All right, one person speak at a time, please.
I don't know which one are we at talk. Which one are we at talk to, sir?
No, there was a lady who was, I was actually, there was somebody that asked if they didn't understand 21, so I was talking to her specifically.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, yes.
I was saying, all right, the square of the square of two number x difference.
Square,
20.
the square of two numbers difference, x and y. That's what you have.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing, you know. You'll be correct. And you'll say the same thing for 21, but you don't use square. What you use? Cube, because 3 means what? 3 means cube.
Okay, sir.
So
because I have this cube of a number difference y.
All right. Yes. But what you can also, well, you wouldn't say you wouldn't say unnumbered, because two numbers there, aren't you? So I'm saying, so you said the cube of, you said let me tell you said the cube of two numbers. All right. But then no, you'd have to incorporate difference. So what you could say the cube of the difference of two numbers. You know?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in other words, you don't
And
put,
you would add back the two numbers, right?
if you add back the same
As in saying the cube of the difference of two numbers, x and y.
Yeah, well, that's
That
correct.
good, right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is the answer.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right. That is the answer. What I'm saying is, if you say the cube of two numbers x and y, and then if you're gonna put difference now, it is so no way. So you have to put difference before you say all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a the cube.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if it's a the cube of two numbers x and y, and you try to put in the word difference after that, it like a sound away. So it better put the word difference before that. So it's a the cube of the difference of two numbers, x and y. Get it? Then that captures
Yes,
the whole.
sir.
That captures the whole thing. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, man. All right. What about 22? Anybody want to participate for 22?
For 22, I want to try that one. I don't know
Yes,
if it's right,
boss.
but I still want to try.
Just, no problem, man. No problem.
So for that one, I have the sum of 2 times a number A and 3 times a number B
No, guess
divided
what?
by 4 times.
Guess what?
That's too much.
You forget to talk about first, second, and third number. That's all. You're
Oh.
correct. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, you're correct. But so what he said was A, B, and C. But incorporate a number A, a second number B, and a third number C. So right. So let me say this now. So for number 22, what you say, you say the sum of 2 times a number A.
Recording.
And a second number what? Sorry. The sum of 2 times a number A. Hold on here. So let me double. So it's not like I'm repeating myself. All right, tell you what.
Sorry, can I try? You want me to try?
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it would be the sum of here. This A plus. Well, I'm gonna sorry, I'm on the bus going home. I mean, kind of following what the person said before.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Let me tell you what the problem is. It's when I said the sum of at the same problem. It's not wrong, you know, but trying to put it as a phrase that was when we someone makes sense. It's better you say 2 times a number A plus 3 times a second number B divided by 4 times a third number C. That flows better.
Yeah. That simplifies a lot.
So rather than saying the sum of, you know, yeah. Let me tell you, you use that phrase, the sum of difference of when you have brackets. All right. For example, if you notice, look at this. You'd say the sum of X and Y, you know, and then you have something outside. Anytime you have brackets, you use the term sum of, the difference of. So let me say it again. 2 times a number A plus 3 times a second number B divided by 4 times a third number C. All right.
Go again, sir.
2 times a number A plus 3 times a second number B divided by 4 times a third number C.
sir, me kind of got to say that, because I was thinking that way, but then when me hear they said the sum, me I say, all right, then maybe at the sum.
At the sum, you know, at the sum, you know, but
Clear it up.
yeah, but if you
But you kind of simplify it, so
yeah. It's best to use that phrase sum of when you with the brackets. All right, 23. Who's up? Who's up for 23?
2 times the number A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. 2 times a number A plus 3 times a second number B divided by 4 times a third number C. Get it?
Can I try number 23?
Yes, boss.
A number X.
A.
No.
A.
Hold on. A number A times a number B times a second number B divided by 2 minus 3 times a third number C.
Yep. I think you're wrong, you know. You're not wrong.
When I think ang about the mix up.
it's all like you're babbling, and it's all it sound smooth, you know. It's like
it mix up, man.
No, it's not mix up. It's follow through, but it doesn't sound smooth, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like,
let me try again.
Let me tell you, use. You could say the product of A and B.
Oh, I can say the product of A and B.
You said the product of. You could say the product of two numbers, A and B.
Oh, so I can bypass saying the second number if I say the product of two number A and B.
When I say the product of two number, you know, anything will come after that, I must be the third. That's why, you know, it's right here. So for this one, if you notice, you know, what I said, you know, I said 2 times a number A. I didn't say 2 times the first number A. So you didn't have to do that. But once you said 2 times a number A, anything will come after that, you have to mention it. You understand?
Understood.
Yeah, man. So go on again.
The product of two numbers A and B divided by 2 minus 3 times a third number C.
Yes, right. That sounds smoother.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yes,
that's all I can get the A. So
trust me, you'll get the girl, man. You'll get to go on a date. But why? What you said a while ago before that?
I'm nervous, but I'm nervous, you know.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you for your participation and everybody. All right. So it's good to participate. You don't sit in class and not participate, or good to be safe. All right. What about 24? This is a tongue twister, I know. So number 20 and 21 is similar to number 24 and 25, aren't you? Yeah, there's some similarities.
Sir, I'm gonna give 24 a go. Square a number 4 times A subtracted by 3 times a second number B.
All right. Somebody saying something? All right. You're not wrong, you know. You're not wrong. But I think it could be a little bit more refined though. Who wants to give it? Who wants to?
Sir, can I give it a try?
Yeah.
The square of 4 times a number A minus 3 times the second number B.
All right, just say a second number B. That's the number. A second number B.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that would work.
You could repeat that, please, Admiralty?
The square of 4 times a number A minus 3 times a second number B.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, did you put minus or put difference?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time, and I was hoping somebody would say that. What I would say, but everything that you said is correct. I would say the square of the difference of 4 times a number A and 3 times a number B. You could say that also.
Okay, so just want to know.
Yeah. So let me say it again. The square of the difference of 4 times a number A and 3 times a number B. It's like, oh, we say this for up here. So what did we say for the answer for up here? So we said the square of the difference of two numbers X and Y, not true? That's what we say up here, so not true? The square of the difference of two numbers X and Y. So it's the same thing. The square of the difference of two numbers, 4 times a number A and 3 times a number B. All right? All right, who wants to say 25? The last one, like Omi just said a while ago, for 25.
The cube of the difference of 3 times a number A and 4 times a number B.
Right. And you notice when I say the cube of the difference of 3A, I say 3A and 4B. You notice I didn't say 3A subtract, because you be like you saying it, you like you saying subtract and difference 2 times. So it's 3A and 4B. All right, ladies and gentlemen, any questions? All right, can I take this off?
No question, but sir, whenever if you see me get disconnected, I'm on the bus going home. Remember, you are here.
Okay, all right. A long time in the Panabos. I wish I go. It's not from Freeport to downtown.
A Green Island man, remember? A Green Island man. Remember some move and
okay. Oh,
we talk of the year.
Okay. That's some.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I close this? Yes or no? I'm closing it, all right? Okay, we're going to look at adding. No, we'll look at substitution. All right. All right, so head up for me is substitution. So you're gonna have a new topic. So we're looking at what we call substitution. So this is where Mr. Brown and BODMAS and rules of multiplication, rules of division come in. All right. So it gets a little bit interesting now. So this is where you're going to have to use up your mathematical skills from last class. Now, what does substitution mean? Substitution means we replace letters with numbers. All right. No, let's look at this example here. All right, please take it off. What you can do, you can leave a space for each working note. All right, so I hope you guys would have been reading over your notes. Now, this is the time where you want to start studying maths now or practice maths. Okay, this is the part of the program where you're gonna have to practice, and every class is connected. All right. Right. So this is time when you buckle up and roll up a sleeve. You know, you're paying your big monies for school fee and CXC and all that. It's time to roll up a sleeve now and start practicing, start studying, set up a timetable, because it doesn't get easy from now on, right? But I wish everybody was at class last time, and we have some new students. And you know, I hope you can follow through. And I hope you guys have been watching those videos or class recordings. All right, now let me just quickly run through Mr. Brown, right? Quickly, somebody tell me, what is this?
Just the answer you want, sir?
Yeah, man, that's the answer.
The answer is 7.
7, that's true.
Yes, sir.
All right. What is this answer here?
-4.
-4.
Sir, I'm not seeing what you're talking.
You're not seeing?
No.
Oh my. Everybody, is everybody, no, are you guys seeing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Probably the internet running slow on your end here. Do you zoom in your phone? Are you zooming in on your phone?
Yes, sir.
Zoom out and go to the right. I'm right here. See now?
Oh, you zoom in. Never see that.
Yeah. Okay. So what is this, class?
Zero.
Zero. What's that?
Negative 10.
All right. What's that?
Zero.
What's that, class?
10.
No, it's not
10.
negative. Negative 10. What's that?
-1.
-1.
Negative 1. All right. So those are adding and subtracting in the algebra. All right. And we have something called rules of multiplication, like you know, if I do that, what would that be? You do that, right? When you multiply 2, give you a positive. 3 ones is what? 3. Then I bring on the 1, and that will give you 3. All right. But the over here says rules of multiplication. What is this?
-6.
Negative.
Negative 6. Because a negative and a positive gives you a negative. All right? So these are the basic concepts. These are, we looked at this last week, don't you? Right. Our last class. So let me tell you something. It doesn't make sense you start algebra if you don't know integers, because you're going to be totally lost. You understand? All right. Let's go to this now. No. Remember, you know, substitution is when we replace what? Letters with what? Numbers, right? So, tell that x is 2, y is what? -3, and z is what? 4. So the answer for A now. So this is what you're going to do. Well, what does 2x means? 2 times x. Or 2 bracket. No, what is x? 2. So 2x, let me show you something. 2x and 2 bracket x mean the same thing. All right? So 2 bracket x plus y, which is what? -3. Now what's 2 times 2?
4.
4. All right, now what do we do right here? So what do we do right here with these two signs? We're going to have to use the rules of multiplication. What's a positive times a negative?
Negative.
Negative. Negative.
Negative, so these two values, these two signs become 1. All right.
Sir, how did you get the 3?
Because y, what is y? Is it?
Okay, I see it now, sir.
Right. So they give you values. So 2 2s is what? 4. A positive and a negative gives you a negative. And you write about the 3. Answer is 1. Any questions? So when you see two signs together, class, like for example, 3 subtract 3. That's a plus, not true? What if you see something like this? Subtract 3, subtract 3. Do I say negative and negative are positive? No. That's wrong. O and O. All right. Any questions?
Sir.
Teacher said write 2 times x as 2
bracket x
in a bracket 2x. Okay. Okay.
And our teacher says, you know, so the book says to.
All right.
All right. I want you guys to try B. Try B. Take out the pencil and try B. Don't be afraid. So what you can do is take your pencil. If you get it wrong, just rub it out and put it with your ink afterwards. All right. But don't say you know and try it because you know I mess up the book. Then something. Give it a try. All right. Any takers for number for B? Who wants to give that a try?
-2.
Yes, sir.
No. I want you to walk me through the thing, not just tell me the answer.
Okay, so z is equal to 4, so we have z, 4 minus 2 bracket -3. As per the rules, so as per the rules, whenever you see a bracket, that's a multiplication right there. So we go 4 now minus 2. So hold up. Yeah, 4 minus 2 times 3.
So this gone.
Hold up. 4. Hold up. Let me just look back at some here. 4. No. Okay, so I'd work it out right at the first part. So we have 4. Right. 4 minus 2 times 3 times -3. So we have 6 there. So 4. So we go 4. Okay, you're following me, sir. So the second part now we'll go 4 minus 2 times -3. That's minus 2 times -3. That's 6. 4 minus 6. So you following? Hello?
Yeah, man. Your voice is a bit low, but I think what's missing, or probably I misinterpret what you said a while ago. But do you realize that we're well, one good thing is that we're multiplying right here, right? But do you realize that we're going to use the rules of multiplication? Because negative and negative gives you a what? A positive. And then what's 2 3s?
6.
So the answer is just what? 10. All right.
Well, let me see where I went wrong.
No, I think you weren't. I think you weren't using the rules of multiplication. I think you just drop off and assign them. But you can't do that. We use the rules of multiplication.
Right.
All right.
True.
Right. All right. Any questions for number 2? For B, sorry.
Just explain for me, sir, please.
Explain again, because me not get it.
What you don't. No, you see, if you're gonna say don't get it, you need to explain to me what exactly you're not following.
I'm not understanding. Get 10.
4 plus 6. You sure is that what you asked me? You want to ask me?
Sir, I'm not understanding, sir. I don't understand.
All right. So are you not sure what to ask me then?
No, sir.
Sir, the 4.
All right.
Part.
What about the plus? Do you understand how I got the plus?
Yes, I understand.
No, man. The person who said that they don't understand nothing at all.
So I understand where the plus is because a negative and a negative give you a positive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
two
yeah.
trees? What's two trees?
6.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I hear somebody say, oh my get, oh my get, oh my get, oh did I get? Talk again.
The tree, or the
Oh, get the tree? Z.
yeah, or the bracket fall in place. Okay,
All
in
right.
bracket.
All right. You understand who get the Z? All right. You understand who got the 4?
Yeah, the four stands out for the Z because it says Z equal 4.
Right. Oh, you know, so make a mistake, and it's not 3, you know. It's 4. Hold on there, man. I'm doing all of this wrong. No. Sorry. I am correct. It's 3.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So why is equal to -3? I was looking at Z a while ago for some reason. All right, sir. The same way you got 4 is the same way you got 3. We look at the x. We look at the values. All right.
Okay, so the Y would still be placed as the same tree from the first one in A.
Yes, man. Because it's the x, y, and z stands for all the values here.
Yeah, it's the same question, so everything fall in place.
Yeah. All right. Are we following now? Is there anything you don't understand? Who want me to explain it again?
Go again, sir.
All right. Let me remember, you're gonna have to practice this, true. What happens if you don't practice? What happens when you come class next week and you don't look one on your notes? What's gonna happen if you keep on doing that? You're gonna become frustrated. The notes gonna pile up, and you become frustrated and you start cuss and start blame everybody else except yourself, true. So my suggestion to you is that start practicing your maths and be prepared for class. So let's come again now. Z now. Z now is what? Is 4. So write 4, subtract 2, and Y now is what? Is -3. Everybody understand the setting out?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what does bracket? What does bracket imply?
Times.
Multiply.
Times. So, by the way, BODMAS, right? Remember BODMAS from last week? Who remember BODMAS?
Yes, sir.
What BODMAS say? Let me ask a question. Why I couldn't say 2 from why it would be wrong to do this? 2 subtract 4. 2 from 4 or 4 subtract 2.
No, sir, you have to work the bracket first.
Exactly. Because where's bracket? Right here, so. And if
the 2 and the 3.
right, if you didn't put a bracket there, what is this? Multiply. All right. All right. So therefore, you can't look on this. All right. So because you can't look on that now, you have to look at what? This. So you write back the 4, but then no, if you're multiplying, right? What's negative and negative?
Positive.
And what's 2 3s?
6.
And 4 plus 6 is?
10.
10. All right.
So you explained BODMAS last week in class?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You mean after your internet trip out and you come back? I wasn't on it that time.
I don't remember. I think
I text in the group and say your internet was out.
So it was not last week, the week before.
the week before. Okay. Yeah, man. It's one of the record. It's one of the recordings. All right. All right. And any more questions? All right. Let's look at C now. So 5x is 5 bracket 2, subtract 2, bracket -3, plus 3, bracket 4. Everybody following how I got that?
Yes, sir.
That's what I did.
That's what they did? That's beautiful. All right. Class, do you realize that we're not doing any math right here? So what are we doing? We're just what? Replacing letters with numbers. All right. All right. What's 5 2s?
10.
And then they're gonna minus 3 2s.
What's negative times negative?
Positive.
What's 2
That's
3s?
6.
That's 6.
3 4s?
Plus 4 3
12.
You get
28.
5.
And what's the answer?
28.
All right. So like no phone to get that 30, man.
Yes, sir.
But we can do algebra. I want to say algebra hard.
Confusing
Sir,
with
easy
some things.
part
It's
you are doing now,
confusing.
sir.
A D more you work out for me because me I try work it out and it's complicated.
If you can work out C, you know, you can work out D. Because
Sir,
look at hold on, look at C. Do you realize that they just put 2 of these together? That's all.
no, I understand. No, I know how to work it out, you know, but it's the signs them. And that's my issue.
Well,
The
bad mass.
signs.
Just work with bad mass. Bad mass you have to add before you what? Subtract, Andrew.
No, not that what I'm talking about. Like when you have like you have a plus sign, then you have a negative, then you have the number, then you have a negative after, so that confused me.
You use the rules of multiplication. You get it?
Okay.
Yeah, so you use the rules of multiplication. All right. Okay, let's tackle D. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to set out D for me. Just set it out. Don't work it out. Set it out.
I already set it out.
No, I'm talking to the entire class. Here. All right. Yeah, I'm just addressing the entire class. All right. So just set out D for me. You may have already done so. All right. You guys set out D? I want you, just give it a try. Just give it a try. Work out the top piece. Just work it out as best as you can. Because you see the top piece for this and C are almost the same thing. And then work out the bottom piece and put the answer divided by the answer that the bottom piece has. Just give it a try and tell me what you get. All right? Come on, just try not. Let me tell you something. Stop saying you're confused. All right? Don't say it so often. Say it in your mind. Because when you say something like that out in the ear, you know, it will happen. Yeah, man, just even if you know you're confused, don't say it too often. Just be minimal of saying. Say it in your mind. Or you say, me no know, me can't bother. You know? Stop saying those things. And if you can't bother or me not understand, I'm not saying not to ask or anything, you know, but don't let it be a habitual, you know, to always constantly keep on saying it, and you know. Even when you start something, me not understand. Like that's the first thing come to your mind, you know? Yeah. And sometimes, you know, you might find that's how people deal with real problems and situations, you know, and it defeats the purpose of us being living. Yeah. All
I
right.
think I solved it now, sir.
Think you solve it? All right.
Yes.
All right. Let me give everybody 30 more seconds. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna set it out here. All right. That's how I set it out here.
That's
All
what I have, but I didn't
right.
have the brackets. So.
I have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't have a bracket in it, no problem.
Yeah,
because,
lay out the bracket.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. If you have a multiplication sign, yeah, awesome. Same thing. But I like to use a bracket because it looks neat. It looks look neater, you know. It looks less complex. In other words.
That's correct.
Yeah. All right. So what's A2s?
16.
Let me use a different color. So A2s is 16, right?
Yes.
Now, what do we do right here, so?
Multiply the signs them.
We use the rules of multiplication, not true?
That's correct, sir.
Right. Because you can't do a maths with two signs in between. You have to get one sign between the numbers. So positive times a negative gives you a what?
Negative.
All right. There's no number out here so to multiply by 3. So just write by the 3.
3.
See it? Subtract 8. Everybody see that?
That's what I have so far.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions?
Sir, how you get the 8?
2 fours.
Okay.
All right. And what's the answer here? It's 5, not true?
5.
What's 3 from 16?
13.
13. Where about the 8? What's 8 from 13?
5.
5. Any questions? What's 2 2s?
4.
2 negative gives you a what?
Positive.
Where about the 3? Where about the 4? And that's what? 11.
Well, I actually get the bottom piece wrong.
All right. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
As easy as that, sir.
Say that again.
As easy as that.
As easy as what? Everybody can answer that to the brother.
Yes, sir, I'm getting there.
Get in there. All right.
Yeah.
All it take is what? Persistent practice, not true? It's
Sir,
all
I'm gonna tell you what is the issue.
Mhm.
You see, the issue is the signs. How to work out the 2 negatives and the positive. But one time you go back and said we should use the rules. That's when I actually work out the equation. but sometimes we're gonna have the signs mix up.
Like how?
Like down at the bottom piece when you say the two negative gear positive, I actually I didn't write it that way. I don't know when we do the 3, but it did disappear. No, we did actually minus the 3 from the 4 and get 1.
No.
I think so long as we keep the rules in sight and don't
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it, all right, look. So you have this, right? -3 plus 4, right?
Yes.
You couldn't say 3 from 4. I mean, you couldn't put the, it's the negatives over here.
No, what I was actually doing is what's the man you were using the other day, Mr.
Brown.
Brown? Yes, that's what I was using.
All right. Okay. All right. Good point. I mean, you're making a good point. But guess what, no? So basically, what you're doing is that you're ignoring this. Oh, so you ignore this and just decide to work this separately.
Right.
Correct? Yes.
Yes.
But what Bod must say? Bod?
Brackets.
Bod must say we have to multiply before we add or subtract.
Before we add.
So that's why,
yeah.
or you put it this way, you have to work out the bracket first. Because these are in brackets, that's true.
Yes.
Or if you didn't have a bracket, you have a multiplication, correct?
That's correct, but that's what I tell you, that I didn't put the brackets in the middle, so that was confusing
but
for me.
what I'm saying, if you didn't even put the bracket, you'd have something like this, right? 2 subtraction sign, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So when you see 2 subtraction sign, you're gonna put a multiplication sign there.
Right.
And the multiplication sign is a higher order than adding or subtracting. So that's why you have to work out the multiplication first of the signs.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not so much you're confused. Sometimes when you don't have the knowledge, you become confused. That's true. Right. So
I much have said don't have the knowledge, sir, when you don't utilize the knowledge, because you did provide us with the knowledge, just that we don't utilize it.
Right. So the error, what you were doing a while ago was you were adding and subtracting before you were what? Multiplying.
Multiplying, yeah.
Signs. All right. And that's a very good point. All right. Any questions?
Sir, if you could just remind me what BODMAS means real quick, I just want to know that.
BODMAS is the order of operation. So if you have some numbers, right, with different signs, the BODMAS tells you which takes priority. So BO means bracket off. So brackets you have to work out first, followed by D, which is division, followed by M, which is multiplication, A, addition, subtraction. So subtraction is the least. So if you have something like this, 10 subtract 2, all right, divided by 2. What you going to work out first?
Yeah, you're going to work out the division.
The division, yes. You ever see these questions on the internet? Like them post something like this, and say the internet driving crazy and nobody can get it out. It's because they're not using BODMAS. Because you could say, boy, 2 divided by 10 is 2 from 10 is what? Is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. That's all. Right. But if you say 2 divided by 2 is 1, 1 from 10 is 9. So you have one answer for 9. I have one answer for 4. But if you use BODMAS and PEMDAS, which is the same thing. All right, because PEMDAS is talking about powers in brackets, but essentially it's just bracket. All right. All right.
Question
yes.
What's
yes.
What's the O stand for in BODMAS?
Oh, it's the use of the use of vowel to make it sound like a word. So it's bracket off.
Oh.
Yeah, so you don't really know what I mean. They just put a vowel here to make it sound like a word. All right. All right. Any more questions?
Sir, you have one named BIBMAS as well, correct?
Yes. But all of them are essentially the same thing. They just use different variables. It's just the first part is the problem.
Okay.
But all of them are the same. Americans learn about PEMDAS. All right. Can I close this window here? Let me send it to your WhatsApp. All right. Let's look at these questions. All right, take off those questions, please. I have a strange feeling that I'm not going to be able to talk about SBA because I want you guys to catch this algebra thing, you know. I feel like if I break it, you know, it's gonna break a vibe. It's one of those topics that you don't want to break, you don't want to pause it a little. You just want to continue. So I think I'm gonna pause on the SBA thing here because it took up the entire class last week, and you know. So
Okay, sir.
what I'll do is I'm just gonna continue with this, all right? Because it just flowing naturally. What I don't want to do is not to practice and come class next week. You know, come to class prepared because, as I said before, it's a mathematics. It's a spiral curriculum. It's not like other subjects. That's as a lateral curriculum when one connection is not related to the other connection. Everything is connected and intertwined. It's like a network. Things that you learn from primary school, you're using right now to answer these questions. And that's a problem with math, you know. That's why many persons just get fed up. But it's not impossible. All right, it can be done, naturally. All right, I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds to finish writing off that. 30 more seconds, and then we look at those questions. You notice those are a little bit different from the previous one, not true? Yeah, it's a little bit different. All right, we're good? All right. Let us look at, all right, see this one, guys, it's a little bit more, but the concepts remain the same, all right? So we have to use the rules of multiplication, all right? But just follow me here, just follow me. You're not learning anything new. It's just that the questions are a little bit different. All right, let me. All right, so now workout number one. But anyways, let's forget about that. You want to probably see my work here. All right. So A. Let me change this color. Let me go with green. All right. Well, I know if it was election year, people saying, yes, sir. All right. A. So 5, what does 5x squared z mean? It means 5 multiplied by x multiplied by x multiplied by z. That's what it means. And why is that? And then what does substitution mean? Substitution means replacing letters with what? These numbers, aren't you? All right. So then we're gonna say, hold on, what is it? Is it 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's gonna be 5 times 2 multiplied by what? 2 multiplied by 5. And what is that? And then
you explain that?
You say 5 2 is what? 10?
Sir, why if I write it 5 times
That way.
2 and put the square for the top.
Okay, no problem. It's still correct. So 2 5 is also 10. And 10 times 10 is what? 10 10 or 100? 100. Everybody see that? All right.
Explain the working out for me, please.
Explain.
I lost the second part.
Here?
Yeah.
5 2s, 10. 2 5s, 10. Get it?
No.
5 2s, 10.
We have 5 times 2. Where you get the 2 from?
Oh. What does substitution mean? Replace letters with numbers, don't you? What is the value of x?
Oh, yeah, I get it now.
Oh, You cannot worry me because so you understand the first question?
Yeah, I understand them, man, but I just never remember up there.
Oh,
So we put the substitute.
So and you know that the Z is represents what?
Yeah,
5.
5.
Right. All right. Are we good, class? Any questions about number of A? All right.
You write it, sir.
Say it again.
We only write it a 5 bracket 2 and then put the 2 by top times.
All right. If you want to, you know, if you want to, you could have done like this. 5 bracket 2 square bracket 5. It means the same thing here. Because if you're gonna write this out, you'll end up with this.
Yes, sir. That me have.
That's how I write it out, but for the last 5, I did not bracket it, and I didn't know which time to put in front.
Well, if you notice, between these things, all of them are brackets. Not true?
Yes.
So once you
I
see
write
that,
it in brackets.
everything will be multiplication.
Hold on. You have negative 3. Yes, so negative 3, my God.
Sir,
Go ahead. Yes, I'm listening.
the way that I did it is that I did the 5 times and then I just worked out the square before and then I just times the 5 and
Yeah, man. Yeah, because 2 squares is what? 4. 5 4 is 20. 20 times 5 is 100. Yeah. All right. Honestly, I like this method because you can't get it wrong.
So, sir, 100 is the answer?
Yes, man. See there? 100. All right. Any more questions? Can I move on? Or may I move on to B? Anybody writing? All right. I'm gonna erase this here because I don't have enough space to. Hold on. I think I will. Yeah. Let's look at B. Now, class, do you realize? Say, all them do in B, you see, is to jump on. It's like 2 of these. Do you see that? Look at B. It's like 2 of these put together. You all agree? So guess what?
Sir.
Guess what? Guess how you're supposed to do this now? What you're going to do is it? You're going to work out this one first. Then work out this one. And then the last thing what you do is to what? Add them. Get it? You want me to say it again? Let me say it again. A while ago, we just did this a while ago, don't you? No, all they did was to add something to A. So what I want you to do is to work. I want you to try to work out this. Then you work out this. Then the last thing you do is what? Is to add them. Are we clear?
Sir, I work out mine already. I don't know if it is correct.
All right. Tamar, just hold on a little bit because maybe not everybody. Probably people are joining them here right now. But let me ask a question. Before you start, you see, suppose I have something like this: -2 raised to the second power. What is -2 raised to the second power? Isn't it -2 multiplied by -2?
-2, yes.
Right.
Sir.
And what is -2 times -2? It's positive what? 4. However, what if I have something like this? -2 raised to the what? The third power. That would be -2 times -2 times -2. All right. And how do we work this out now? So what we do, we bracket those two first, right? So negative and negative will give you a positive. What's 2 2s? 4. Then you drop down this negative here. And then you say positive times negative gives you a what? A negative. And 4 2s is what? 8. So negative 2 raised to the third power is what? Negative 8. All right? So just bear that in mind, all right? So I want you guys, don't be afraid. Just be bold and try B, all right? Take your time. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do this. I know some person would have already done. If you're finished, double check your answer. Or a minute and a half. Remember, don't rush this thing, and get it wrong. Try to get everything correct. Don't make any mistakes. And be confident of what you're doing. So you can't do something on if you you should be confident. You should have knowledge of what you're doing. All right. We good? All right. Let us tackle it. Remember, mathematics is all about what? Persistent practice. If you don't practice these things, you're not going to remember them. All right. And you're going to have to find time to practice, not true? Because knowledge is going to increase and increase and increase and increase. And if you don't try to understand this now, what's going to happen is that probably a few months later from now is that the panic. And then some people panic when they're not scared. So can't bother this. All right. But just follow me, man. Just practice and practice, Remember, this is a crash course, This is what we're doing is a 2-year program, Traditionally, grade 10 and then grade 11. We do all of this, but we do less than probably 10 months we're allowed to do this. And the high school kids, they get probably 20 months to do this. So, it's rough. All right. But we can do it, not true? Yeah, man. People are passing. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was last year, this year I would have taught a lady, a very elderly, I wasn't elderly, but mature lady. And she hasn't been in the classroom for years, and trust me, I would have taught her, and I tell her, say, trust me, sometimes a boy, some things that she don't know, and she comes to all the classes. She's not afraid to ask questions, she asks every single question. And I would have facilitated some. Well, sometimes I do. This year I did volunteer work with Youth Innovation Center, Ministry of Education by Omar Avenue there. Yeah. And I would have volunteer like an hour and a half every Monday. And she would come to those classes, man. Even though she's not a youth, and she take in the lessons and Trust me, surprisingly, I mean, she passed the maths, and she even said she got a distinction in, I think, principle of business. I said, wow, it's a big lady, I'm saying, boy, I'm really proud of her. And, it can be done, man. All right. I hope you guys got motivated to do this. So I am going to work out B like this. All right. The multiplication sign. All right. I'm not going to use the brackets because I find that students find this a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to have 3 multiplied by, I'm doing this, right? I'm doing this. 3 multiplied by x multiplied by what? Y times y. And mind you, you don't necessarily have to do what I'm doing here. So you can just put in the number straight away. All right? Plus 2 times x times x times x times z. Everybody see that? Any questions?
Sorry, remember I said where the first part first, sir.
Say it again.
You said you were going to work the first part first, which is 3xy to whatever.
Yeah, man. Oh, it would seem as if I'm working out the both of them, true.
That is what I did.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to save time because, so it's gonna be 3 times 2 times y. Hold on. 3 times 2 times -3 times -3 plus, everybody see that? And then now you bracket 2. And this will give us 6 times 9. Everybody see that? What's 6 nines?
54.
So,
sorry, but my name have the x between the -3 and the -3. Me have the x between it.
Oh, you mean the times?
Yeah. I just left the -3 and -3.
No, because you have to be careful because -3 without the multiplication sign would imply the answer would be -6. Yet our Mr. Brown.
All right.
Yeah.
Get the answer. Yeah.
You still get the answer. Yeah, but you did something wrong up here. You understand?
Yeah.
Any questions? Then no, you're gonna say 2 times so much 2, man.
4 2.
All right. And it goes to bam. And that's 4 times what? 4 times 5. But the following so far? I believe that's 80, not true? Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So therefore the answer is what?
134.
134.
Sir, I kind of do mine a little different, but I got the same answer.
Same answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how me do it? How me do it, You must understand this. all who no go to school for 50 years and look on this, you will understand this. Not true? And that is how I want the lesson to operate. I want somebody who no understand nothing at all. Can't understand this. All right. We good? Is there any part you're not following? Can I move on? Is there anybody writing? We have about 15 more minutes. All right. Let's look at C. By the way, B and C are the same thing, not true? It's just that B is plus and C is what? Minus. All right. So guess what? I want you to try C for me. And I want you to post your answer in the chat. Not the WhatsApp, this Zoom chat. Tell me what you get for your answer. All right. So work out C for me. Just be confident, man. And remember for B, the last thing I do is what? Is to add them. Is that? That's the very last thing I do. I keep on writing the plus, 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 plus. And the last thing I do is what? Is to add them. So when I work out C, I want you to post your answer in the Zoom chat. All right, I'm seeing Mr. Eins. All right, I'm seeing Marlene. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm going to have to work it out here. All right, so this is going to be 9 times 2 times 2 times z, which is 5. Subtract. I'm going to put square brackets to, you know, just to separate them. It's going to be 4 times 2 times -3 times -3 times -3. All right, so I'm seeing 3 persons saying the same answer. So it looks like, you know, yeah. So 2 9s is 18, 2 5s is 10. So therefore, this is 100 and what? 80. All right, so well, 4 2s 8, and when you multiply these two, you get 9, and you bring up the -3. All right, somebody, what is 8 times 9 times 3? What's 8 times 9 times 3?
216.
216. All right, so when you multiply 8 and 9, right, the answer is a positive, not true? What's 8 9s?
72.
72. And then you bring up the -3, which will give you, well, a positive and negative will give you a negative, so it's -216. All right, remember, no, so the 216 is what? Is negative. But then no, you have this to contend with, don't you? But when they're together, class, we use the rules of what? Multiplication. And 2 negative will give us a what? A positive. All right, and when you add those, I believe you get 3. What is it? 396. All right. Any questions? Right. Miss Makala, check your answer again here. But I thank everybody for participating, because, you know, I'm only seeing a few responses. That's like less than 10 out of 30. All right, so as in the interest of time, let us look at D. All right, the last one. Oh boy, is there anybody writing this off? Please write it off quickly. 30 seconds. You see, when we finish class, I'm going to send a few questions in WhatsApp for you to practice. And when we return next class, we will look at them, all right? On substitution. All right, so I'm going to erase this because I don't have enough space. I'm going to erase this, right, class? All right, no, I mean, it's pretty much similar, not true? So for D, it's going to be 5 times x, which is what? 2 multiply by -3 times -3 all over 9 times 5 times 5. Everybody see that? All right, let me show you something. You see, you don't necessarily have to work out the whole. You don't have to say 5, 2 is 10, 3, 3 is 9. You don't have to do that. Let me show you something. You could actually do. You could cancel from here. All right. You could say 5 into 5 goes 1, and it cancels out that 5, not true? Everybody see that? What is -3 times -3, class?
9.
9. Isn't this? Don't we have a 9 down here, sir?
Yes,
So all of this can cancel out what? All of that to give you 1. Now, what are we left with, class?
2 over 5.
2 over 5.
The answer is just 2 over 5.
Are
No.
you serious?
Yes. You got it right?
No, that's not what I get.
Oh my. All right. But you could have said 5, 2 is 10, and you could have, but you can actually cancel if you have numbers to cancel.
So what I got, sir, is 90 over 225. So I guess I should cancel that.
Yeah, yes.
That's what I got as well.
Yeah, remember, you always have to reduce. Well, 90 and 225, those are multiples of what? 5, not true?
So I got 2.5.
No, it wouldn't be 2.5. So may I ask a question? What is it would, it wouldn't, no, you can't, if you have it like this, you can't say it's 2.5. Because look at this. You can't say that's 1.2. This is a half, isn't it? And a half is what? 0.5. Right? So you wouldn't do that.
And you cancel out the 9 just now?
Right. When you multiply 2 negative, you get a positive here, don't you? These 2 negative here.
Yeah.
3 3s is
3
9.
3 positive.
Right. So this positive 9 cancels out this 9.
Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Sir, I didn't do it that way, but I got the same answer.
It's a 5, 2 is 10. 10 times 9, which is what? 90? That's what I did?
Yes, sir.
Oh, different way, that one. It's not a different way.
Okay.
No, but when I cancel it, I still get 2 over 5.
But that's what you're supposed to get. Still get it. That you're supposed to get.
Sir, and I said 90 divided by 225.
Right. 90 divided by what? 200 and what? 25. All right. What is 5 into 90?
18.
So you go. 18. And what's 5 into that?
45.
45. And 9 into 18 goes what? 2. And 9 into 45 goes 5. Is it? All right. So we have successfully looked up at what? Substitution. So next week we do some SBA stuff. All right. And then we're going to look at adding and subtracting in algebra. and adding and subtracting algebraic fractions, and some more stuff. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end our session today. All right. Do you guys have any questions for me? By the way, how was the how is the socializing getting along? And anybody